quote unquote, what was the Steelers' reason?
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the Browns still picked him. So like, what did he do so bad that you was like, well, we ain't gonna get him now, but he's still here. We'll get him later. If he was terrible, he's terrible. No matter when you pick him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, some of that shit is like, it's almost like the Lucas shit. Like, hey man, if you don't like him, just say that. But don't start pulling up all the old bad shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I think that's like, all right. Y'all think y'all the Mannings, and we finna calm you
Mm-hmm.
down real quick.
Yep.
You
That's
know?
it. That's exactly what I think it was. It's like because the Giants, and it was weird when that report came out because we gave him another workout late, like right before the draft. Gave him
Yeah,
another workout.
yeah, like
So
the
it's
week
like,
before.
yeah. So it's like it kind of feels like it was a thing that all the owners or the do they call them governors in the NFL or is it
Nah, they
owners
call
still?
them owners still.
Yeah, they still owners. So
And think about that,
you
right?
know,
They still, hey, NFL, the NFL has the owners have made it made the public perception of if you don't fit behind the shield, you're not fit for the shield.
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the NFL is so big of a machine, it really don't matter how good you are.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, Shedeur was good. I like Shedeur. I'm a fan of Shedeur. Some people don't, for reasons that ain't bad. I get it. Some people feel like the offense was tailored to him. You don't know how that works in the NFL. Like stuff
Yeah.
like that, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? But the NFL will humble your ass. And it don't
Hmm.
matter how talented you are. If you're not in the league, guess what? The league is still gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all
Hmm.
bullshit. If Shador didn't get drafted at all and didn't make it in NFL, we're still watching in September.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think this was part of them saying that. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? The draft still went on, our ratings were still high. We're good. Make sure you
Yeah.
come and fit in. This ain't what Luca told. This ain't what LeBron told Luca. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just ain't fit the
Yeah.
fuck out, nigga. You better fit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, the conversation though is wild though. But like
Yeah.
the outside noise
Hmm.
should have heard, man. You should have heard the conversation I heard these two um these two white guys having at
Man.
my son's baseball game talking
Yeah.
about, and this is how you know they just wanted to find reasons. They were like, man, they built this whole room for him,
Oh yeah.
with legendary and stuff all around. Like, what's
He always says that shit, man.
and that's his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's
Yeah.
crazy is everybody has draft parties.
Hmm.
And they do whatever they do. I'm sorry. I got enough money to fucking do an accent wall. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, damn, ain't my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their lady. Ain't my fault. My lady shouldn't see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and they was like, yeah, and he wearing all the big jewelry and chains. Teams want a more humble person. I'm like, did y'all watch the draft at all?
You're right. Right.
Nigga, that shit look like
Yeah.
the PT Awards. Niggas was iced out.
Yeah.
This one I knew I
Yeah.
was like, oh, they want to just they neck getting red now. The nigga was like, and then they need to stop making the rap videos. I was like, when the hell he started doing that?
What?
Well, that's prime time, man. That's his dad must be the money.
Yeah.
Money. Man, but y'all was on the fence with Shador, so that wasn't much of a shock. How
Mhm.
much were you surprised when New Orleans didn't pick him? And then like how like for real, how surprised are you when the Steelers didn't pick him?
When the Steelers didn't pick him, I knew there was an agenda out. I was like, yeah, something it's something else. It ain't his skill to the the Steelers need a quarterback unless y'all really banking on Aaron Rodgers, but he's only like a 1 maybe 2 year thing, if that. So
Yeah.
it's like I heard a term that I've heard before, but I never really knew what it was. It's called buck breaking. And
Mm.
it's like when when one when one of us stands out and they're just a little different and they're a little more influential. Damn, what you call them? and they're a little bit more influential. You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Um, they just like to bring them down to size a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like what I think was going on. So I don't think it had anything to do with his skills. They said they just like he too flashy, all of that. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe none of that.
Yeah, and I the word I was using a lot was irresponsible. And it,
Hmm.
and I feel like the crazy thing about the Steelers, well, first of all, let's start with New Orleans because they passed up on them first.
Yeah.
Okay, Saints, what the fuck? Are y'all anti-quarterback? You know the
Yeah.
you know the only quarterback they ever drafted in the first round was Archie Manning.
Really?
What the fuck? In
Damn.
the 70s, they've never drafted a quarterback in the first round. Never.
Damn.
Then you have the opportunity to draft a quarterback in the first round. And this is
Hmm.
where it gets weird. And it's like, I don't even know if it's a Shedeur thing or they just out here fucking up. Or maybe
Yeah.
they felt like they knew these quarterbacks was gonna go in the second round. I don't know. They were just playing the game. You need a quarterback, bro. Derek Carr is probably not gonna start the season. And if
Hmm.
and similar to the Steelers, Derek Carr is getting older
Yeah.
and getting hurt more and more. So how often do you think he's gonna play? Then you go get somebody else who's been hurt 3 times in his college career, season-ending injuries. Okay,
Hmm.
that's what you want. Then Steelers, Mason Rudolph, that's your quarterback. Will Howard now is your backup, or I guess
he,
he's gonna compete for the starting position
he's your quarterback again.
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 A part of me feel like those two teams was like, you talked about it. I think the Steelers and the Saints was like, it's two very, very good quarterbacks coming out.
Hmm.
Will or great,
What you
maybe
mean? Like next year? You mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe transcendent quarterbacks coming out. We'll hold off on the good ones.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because next year you got Arch Manning, and he's not even the highest rated quarterback right now. What's Lenore Sellers from South Carolina right now would be
Yeah.
the #1 pick. So
Yeah.
maybe they like we like what's coming out next year.
I guess the Saints are just gonna ride Spencer Rattler, and the Steelers are gonna keep their fingers crossed for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know, man. At some point, um, the Saints have had more recent success, oddly enough. Well, not really. Pretty much the similar success, couple playoff runs, nothing deep. At some point, though, you either got to break it down and rebuild, or you got to push as hard as you can to move forward. And the Steelers seem like, nah, 10-7, cool.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? 10-7, cool. And I'm not saying that Shedeur would have got you 12-5, you know what I'm saying? But more than likely,
Hmm.
athletic, young, mobile quarterback, you didn't have that. Like he's
Yeah.
literally a better version of Justin Fields and fucking
And Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Shore. Make sure you rock that legendary chain every day.
Hmm.
Don't change. Because people like that can't change. Can you imagine him not being the person he is? He probably would not be the quarterback he is.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So
But he does
yeah.
go to Cleveland.
I don't like how they took his moment away because you're not getting drafted twice.
Yeah.
Like y'all took his moment away,
Yeah.
and it seemed to me like it was purposefully. So I just didn't like that. Uh,
It was it was
I
a
didn't
lot of
like.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Paul, like, what the fuck? Really? Right,
Yeah.
Paul? Like that's how you know like they were like the powers that be, or just in general, majority of a certain hue of people just didn't like fucking Shador.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it had nothing to do with football. Like I posted on TikTok and you comment, he's like, it ain't got nothing to do with the game. Those numbers, and let's throw the numbers out the window. And that's what I was commenting to some of the people who was like, look at Jackson Dart numbers, look at this person numbers. Okay,
Hmm.
the numbers are just supporting the facts. I've
Yeah.
never seen somebody. ranked one. Mel Kiper wasn't budging from the
Yeah.
beginning of the season to the end of the season or whatever.
Hmm.
Ranked number one by Mel Kiper, but two, the most. I mean the lowest. So deep into the draft to be the 6, 7 quarterback pick. Like that don't that what happened? Like who did
Yeah.
what so spectacular? They went out in their pro day and they showed they could throw it 70 yards. Jamarcus Russell did that shit on his knees. How did that work out?
Hmm. Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
they picked the old ass man, the Saints,
He's 25.
motherfucking family man and shit.
You feel me? Him and Joe Flacco party together. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? You know, so I
Hmm.
don't know. I do have a I'm gonna start with Cleveland, then I have a Shedeur question. Also Cleveland though. Irresponsible. Still irresponsible. You you signed two quarterbacks in free agency. You have a quarterback on your books that's not going to play this year, more than likely due to injury.
Hmm.
But then you draft two fucking quarterbacks. What?
Y'all might as well have kept that pick, draft it, and
What?
drafted Travis, and then you still could have had Shador. You could have had both of
I
them.
wouldn't have did that.
You wouldn't have done it.
That's bruh. I'm not greasing the track for Dion, bruh. Now
Hey.
that's one thing I'm not gonna lie. Like I get it. Shador should have been drafted in the first round. Travis Hunter should have been drafted top five. But
Yeah.
y'all, I'm not drafting them together. If I'm like on the coaching staff, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what the GM say. I don't want that
Why
because,
not?
because if we go 5-12 and Dion, just like Coach say, let's say in Dion they have like a magical fucking 12 in 1 year and go to the playoffs.
Hmm.
All the noise is gonna be about him coming to coach his two guys.
True. But hey, it's the Browns. You need something. You need something like you need a splash, a huge splash. You the Browns.
And
You
it
the
would
Cleveland Browns.
and the splash would have had to been one or the other. For
I
real.
want give me both of them. We Colorado North
No,
East.
no,
Nah, Midwest. Colorado
hell no.
Midwest.
Now that part, I'm with it. Ain't no way in hell I'm getting both of them on my team. A team that's still not going to be a playoff team yet.
But then
Nope.
when you think about it, Kevin Stefanski, like, how much time you think he got? Like,
Another point.
yeah,
He already on thin fucking ice.
yeah, yeah,
I don't need this shit to be an easy transition. I need to at least make them think like, well, shit, what else out there? Maybe we should just keep our guy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, I'm good on that. I wouldn't have did that shit at all. But they should have picked, they should have just picked Shador first. You know, I don't get the Gabriel pick. I like Gabriel. I liked him when he was down here at UCF. The other guy who went a few places, he was okay in Oklahoma. Obviously real good in Oregon. But he's a spread offense kind of guy, more of a run threat, as a dual threat.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's gonna make it out of training camp with all them quarterbacks.
yeah. I mean, you got five on the roster, man.
Teams don't carry three.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, they normally two quarterbacks. That's it.
yeah.
Like, nigga, who you think
Mhm.
you about to be, Willie Beeman? It ain't gonna happen. Now, Shador can go out there and be Willie Beeman.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I told somebody this before, and you know, they treated me like I ain't know what I was talking about because they was the Cleveland fan. Kenny Pickett is gonna be their starter fucking game one.
You think? Yeah, I guess, man. I guess.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett. I the depth chart, and that's the crazy thing about Shador is like that's the thing about him getting drafted to Cleveland. They have so many quarterbacks. Is like they definitely thinking about what you said. This some buck breaking shit because he's gonna have to really show his ass to like
Yeah.
leapfrog all those quarterbacks. Like
Hmm.
you're not even gonna have that many reps.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to ball out in your limited amount of reps in practice. So, whew, they
Yeah.
gave my boy an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Gonna be some cold days in Cleveland, but I'm definitely getting me a number two. Round
Don't
four.
Deshaun wear number two?
No, four.
Okay.
He number 4. Last number 2 in Cleveland was Tim Couch.
Shit.
He clearly wasn't good enough to get that bitch retired.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Retired numbers. Rick
Oh,